The time is now 6:53 on this Thursday morning, and here's what you need to know before you go. The aging downtown Duluth Library has been on the city's problem list for years. Now, leaders are thinking outside of the box and proposing to possibly move the library out of downtown. Built in 1980, many of the library's main systems need repairing, and Mayor Roger Reinert says it's also becoming an increasingly unsafe place for staff to work, partially due to the library's design and layout. While one option would be to redo the building, Reinert believes leasing a new space could be a more affordable long-term solution for the city. Reinert is also exploring the idea of a regional library system with Rice Lake, Hermantown, and Proctor, so all can help with the funding. Reinert stresses that if the main library were to move, he's committed to having a library branch downtown. Well, it's official. The Minnesota Hockey Hall of Fame will call a Twin Cities suburb home. While we learned about plans for the facility earlier this year, the announcement about its official location in Inver Grove Heights came in yesterday. The 12,000 square foot facility will have a museum, ice rink, restaurant, and other community spaces. Leaders with the project said they're excited for the new building that will honor the past and inspire the future of Minnesota hockey. Officials said they hope to break ground on the facility sometime next year with the goal of opening in late 2028. Thousands of dollars are coming to the Twin Ports to help people find jobs. Minnesota Department of Employment and Economic Development, or DEED, leaders announced on Wednesday more than $3 million in grants. The funding boost helps serve adults who face barriers to employment here in our area. 2 Duluth programs are grant recipients. Beaureal Development was awarded $135,000, and City of Duluth's Workforce Development received $125,000. The grants come a state program set up to help women of color enter both high demand and STEM occupations. As shorter, darker days set in, a local mental health expert says it's important to keep your well-being a top priority. For some, these winter days can lead to seasonal affective disorder, a form of depression that often peaks during winter months. It typically occurs due to a disruption of the body's circadian rhythm, which is the body's internal clock. Experts at Essentia Health say there are warning signs to watch out for, like hopelessness, fatigue, and lack of motivation. But they recommend using light therapy or have talk therapy and psychotherapy that could help with seasonal affective disorder.